Hello, welcome to this lesson of our study of calculus 1. Okay, so particularly like I said in functions. Okay, so today we'll go through inverse of a function and how to find the inverse of a function. Okay, so if you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to support the channel as well. Okay, let's start. Inverse of a function. Okay, so given a function, let's say f of x, then f inverse of x written as this. Okay, this one here is the inverse function of f of x. Okay, and there's one thing you should note, that f of f inverse of x is the same as f inverse of f of x and is equal to x. Okay, so once you are able to find your inverse, you can verify this and that will be through. Okay, all right, so let's take this step-by-step way of solving or finding inverse. Okay, so how to find the inverse of function. The first thing is replace your f of x with y. Remember, the function can be h of x, it can be g of x. Okay, but here we are just talking about f of x because we are assuming that the function is given in terms of f of x. So whatever way it is being given in, either g of x, h of x, k of x, or k of x, then it means that you have to replace that with y. Then the second is replace every x with y. Okay, you place every x with y and then every y with x. Okay, so what you have to do is just interchange s and y. That's what it means. So wherever you see y in the equation, you change it to x, and wherever you see x, you change it to y. And the next step is, that is this step. The next step is make y the subject in 2. So in the second step, after changing every x to y and every y to x, just make y the subject again, and then the required y that you get is then your f inverse of x. Okay, this is very, very cool, right? So let's take an example and go through the steps for you to understand. Okay, so to solve this, if you remember, this is f of x. Okay, so f of x equals 3x minus 2, and we are supposed to find it this inverse. Okay, so f inverse of x. Now we said that we place or change f of x to y, so we have to change this to y. So this is what you write: y equals 3x minus 2. Simple like that. Okay, then with that we said change or place every y with x. So this y, I have to change it to x. Now I go to the equation, wherever I see x in the original equation like this, I have to change it to y, so it becomes 3y minus 2. Then the next step is I'm supposed to make y the subject from this. Okay, so the next step I do is making y the subject. I can group like terms. Okay, so I can take the negative 2 to the x part, so it becomes x plus 2, so that I'll be left with only y at one side. Okay, now with this I can rewrite them like this: 3y is equal to x plus 2, and it means dividing through by 3, I get y equals x plus 2 all over 3, and dividing each term by that, I'll get 1 over 3x plus 2 over 3. So f inverse of x, which is the required function, that's what you want to get, is actually equal to 1 over 3x plus 2 over 3. Now with this, you can go ahead and verify your f inverse of x. Sorry, f inverse of f of x. Okay, so f inverse, you have to find f of, okay, this is what you said. It said f of f inverse of x, okay, should be the same as f inverse of f of x. Okay, they should all be equal to x. Indeed, if you go through it, it will be true. Okay, so you can verify it yourself. Let me first do this: f of f inverse of x, okay, is the same as 3x. F of x is 3x minus 2. Okay, so it will be 3 into, then I have to put f inverse of x wherever I see x in the main function. Okay, so when I multiply through by 3, I'll get x plus 2 minus 2, and this will give me x. So the other way also works. Okay, f inverse of f of x is the same as 1 over 3, then I put f of x wherever I see x. Okay, so plus 2. Is it minus 2? It's minus 2 rather, okay? Then plus 2 over 3. So if you multiply through by 1 over 3, indeed, you get an x, okay? So this is true that the inverse function of f of x, which is this, okay? F of x is this. It was given in the question as this, 3x minus 2. The inverse is actually this, okay? So let's take other examples and go through it. Now with this, if giving g of x equals square root of x minus 3, find g inverse of x. Okay, so here, quickly, what we do is say you write g of x equals that square root of x minus 3. Then you change g of x to y, okay? Square root of x minus 3. Then you change y to x and x to y, okay? Like this. Then make y the subject, okay? So I can rearrange them and write it like this. Square root of y minus 3 equals x. So all that I have to do to make y the subject, I have to square both sides. When I square both sides, okay, I'll get something like this. Square root of y minus 3 squared should equal to x squared. So this can cancel that, and I'll have y minus 3 equals s squared. And I will get something like this. Y equals s squared plus 3. Okay, y equals s squared plus 3. So the inverse function f inverse of x, this is g inverse rather, okay? G inverse of x is actually equal to s squared plus 3, okay, from the function given. And indeed, you can go ahead and verify for yourself. This, I won't do that. Okay, so the last one is find h inverse if h of x is equal to that. Okay, so how you solve this, you just do it like this. H of x is equal to x plus 4 over 2x minus 5. So y is equal to x plus 4 over 2x minus 5. So we said what you do is you change every y to x and every x to y. So y plus 4 over 2y minus 5. Okay. Now with this, what you do is make y the subject. So okay, I have to multiply this side by 2y minus 5, and this should be equal to y plus 4. Okay. So with this, I have 2xy minus 5x equals y plus 4. Now group the y at one place. Okay. Then 4 plus 5x. Okay. Now I can factor y out. So y out, 2x minus 1 equals 5x plus 4. Now with this, making y the subject, y will be equal to 5x plus 4 over 2x minus 1. Okay, so let me go and write it here. Y is equal to 5x plus 4 over 2x 2x minus 1. And so this will be the required h inverse of x that I want to find. Okay, I hope you understood the process. Okay, plus 4 over 2x minus 1. Okay, so this is the solution to the question. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also share, like, and comment as well. Okay, see you next time.